Come here. So sorry. How are you?
2 minutes later.
Hey guys! Oh my gosh, you brought work presents? Okay.
What a damn minute.
You walk up and go right past me and go straight to Heather and gifts like, oh my god, Heather.
Before, I was going to keep it to myself, but actually, I think I'm a little bothered now.
No, we're not putting that back on. I'm selfish, I'm all about myself.
Why? What?
Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. Today we're going to talk about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I'm not going in any particular order. There's a lot of stuff that happened in this episode that I agree with and I don't. But yeah, let's get into the video, y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flaming lips. You wanna play with me? You can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, won it, securing the bag.
All right, so I just want to touch on the fact that it feels like there's going to be either a Monica takedown or all the women aren't going to be fucking with Monica. Like, from Mary saying, oh, let's pray for Monica, basically at the end of the season. Whitney talked about Monica's on ice. Heather's not fooling with Monica. Lisa obviously not gonna be fooling with Monica. Meredith even, co-signed the whole beauty lab situation. So that's damn near everybody besides Mary and Angie that's really on Monica's neck. So it's going to be weird for Monica moving forward. I feel like she has definitely made a mark for herself as one of the best newcomers in a long time. I think that she has transformed this franchise just like how Kenya Moore and Portia has done. But I feel like it's going to be an uphill battle because I don't know what's going to come out. But people talk about Monica stole the ring. And open up the episode with Heather and Angie. So Heather's basically going to Angie's house and they're over here kikiing and having a good time. And it's cool to see that their relationship has transformed into like an actual friendship. They went to high school together. They have a lot of history with each other. So it's like they're trying to mend fences and get everybody on one accord because they're trying to go to Bermuda. And obviously there's a lot of tension going on within the group.
And vicious and mean. Angie, you live up your ass, so stay there. And then also
we jump over and Monica is basically going to Mary's house. And this is her first time at Mary's house. She's just like, oh, Mary, I missed you. Because Mary has been MIA for damn near two episodes.
Hi, gorgeous. Oh. How are you? You look so pretty. And you brought a gift? That's nice. You didn't have to do that for me. So what?
For what reason, we don't know. But Monica's, they're bonded. She's bonded with Mary, which is a good thing. And I like the fact that Mary was honest with Monica. Just like, look, there's a lot of tension between you and Lisa. And I feel like it's both of you going back and forth. It's not just Lisa, but you are a contributing factor within this as well. And Monica's like, you know what? You're absolutely right. I do take responsibility for the stuff I've said. But Lisa is just like, the girl is just, damn near self-centered, egotistical, the stereotypical, right? She starts mocking Lisa. She's like, oh my God, Monica, I can't believe that you did this, Monica. You really came for me and it's low-hanging fruit, calling me ugly, saying that I'm this and that. I'm so self-centered, Monica.
Oh, this is from Chanel. Oh my God, I love that. I love that.
It shows nothing about herself.
I love that. And then
that's Lisa Barlow, right? Oh, we jump over and we see Lisa and Meredith. They go out for lunch. And I feel like this was a good opportunity that Lisa took for, I feel like Lisa was honest with Meredith, right? So they start the conversation off about, talk about Monica and how Monica basically, the way she fights and the way she attacks is just like so low class. You talk about women, you talk about our looks, you talk about this and the third. And then Whitney and Meredith and Lisa like, I would never talk about a woman like that. That's just not my style to talk about a woman like that.
Face, get some Botox, girl, get some filler. Like, I'm at a different stage in my life. I've never talked like that to another woman though. Neither have I.
I'm just like, girl, if in the art of war, I mean, how low is low? They segue onto Angie, and Lisa tried to slip in there.
Well, I put a break on our relationship because I just felt like the way that in Palm Springs that you really went on against Angie, it was just, I didn't like that.
The breaks, because it evoked a lot of feelings in me that I'm like, this is not something I like. So did you pump the brakes with Angie then too? No, I didn't.
I'm just like, girl, you really tried to slip that in. And Meredith was like, wait. So you put a pause on our relationship, but not Angie's. She's like, yeah. She's like, so I mean, you're co-signing and agreeing with Angie. No, that's not what I'm doing. She's like, but it is. And to be honest, I mean, that's what it is. What Lisa should have said was, look, after that, I did put a pause on our relationship. And then moving forward, I start seeing certain things that, Angie has done that, you know, made me question our friendship. So I have a conversation with her like I'm doing with you right now, so we can get back on one accord. That's what she should have said, but she didn't. And it made Meredith basically look at her, you know, sideways.
Ben, do you know what I mean? Like things like that. I don't want anyone saying that about you. I think it's disgusting. I don't like it. It feels very like icky.
Lisa tells her, like, look, your behavior and the way that you attacked her family and alluding to these rumors, I didn't like that because it reminds me of how you did me, saying that, you know, you're threatening. And Meredith was like, I didn't threaten. You need to stop saying that word threat. I didn't threaten. She was like, you said that you knows a lot of stuff about her family, that you can ruin her family. She was like, look, we all know information. There's rumors about all of us. We can all ruin each other's families. So, but I do see where Lisa's coming from, because Meredith, you do throw out these blanket statements and then you just like, the rumors about her family. She don't want me to talk about them. At that point, it's like, you might as well just go ahead and say it. And it's funny how we're already episode, 12, and we still don't know who was the originator of those rumors about Sean, Monica. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, they are trying to move forward in a better way, but you know, there's still reservations on both sides, which obviously it would be, right?
8 levels and said you know things about her husband, her family, her business. And the bottom line is that's not what's happening with me and Monica. Monica's just being a bitch.
So Meredith is basically coming out with a jewelry line, and she invites all the girls to the launch, and it's basically a you know, she used to do jewelry for all the famous girls. So this is like a little soft launch that she's trying to do to gauge the customers and her target audience to see if what pieces that they like, what would they buy. And this is just like a what we say, like a test group, right? We see Whitney in the car with her husband, and you know, she's basically talking about her friend Sherry, you know, has, you know, and her illness, she has cancer, and it's just going on a downward spiral.
I think like we're losing her.
Yeah.
She knows death is here.
And the conversation that she's having, like, she's like, yeah, she already knows that death is coming, that she already knows that her time is near. Like, that's so sad to think about. And mind you, I have an aunt right now that's in hospice, right? And it gets me a little bit emotional just because of the fact that, you know, we're all, nobody's here going to be here forever. Only they implant your mind into AI. But it's just like, it's one of those things that, you know, it hit home, right?
I received the call last night. Found out that Sherry had passed away.
Shout out to Whitney for opening up her story. And unfortunately, her friend Sherry did pass away. It was a friend of 13 years. So, you know, I want to give shout out to her just for even opening up that, you know, sharing that experience with us, just because, you know, losing someone in a loved one is hard. So, you know, shout out to Whitney.
Are you planning on going to Meredith's event?
I want to stay home, but like Sherry is the type of friend that would go.
Whitney goes to Meredith's event, and this is right after she found out that her friend Sherry had passed away. So she comes in, she greets Meredith. She's like, hey Meredith, how you doing? Meredith was like, oh my God, I'm doing good. Thank you for coming. She was like, yeah, you know, my friend Sherry, unfortunately she passed away. Both of them get teary-eyed, start crying, get emotional. She sends her condolences to her.
All right, let's talk. Sherry passed away yesterday.
And I feel like within the situation, I'm gonna try to be as tactful as I can be, because when, you know, all the other girls come in, and you know, Whitney was upset with Lisa, the way that Lisa greeted Heather and not greeted her. Like, she was like, you came to Heather with gifts and you just ignored me. And mind you, I feel like a lot of these women, especially this episode, a lot of these women were sucking up to Lisa, like, oh my God, Lisa, I want to be cool with you, da 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 da. We're gonna get on Monica, I'm gonna save that for last. But I think it's funny with the way that when Lisa went to Heather, they're talking, Whitney's internalizing everything, like, okay, she's ignoring me, she's doing this, she doesn't like me, I can't believe she's doing this with Heather.
Thank you. Just compartmentalize. It's okay. It's you. Hey guys. Oh my gosh, you brought more presents.
And I feel like it's one of those things that with Whitney, she has to realize that we're not trying to upset you, because we already know how you feel because you just lost a loved one. So we don't want to come up to you like, hey girl, oh my God, what's going on? I do feel like Lisa could have, you know, oh my God, how are you doing? Which she, mind you, she did go do that. She was like, hey girl, just touching base. Hope you're doing good. But Whitney's whole thing was you went to Heather and gave her a gift and just acted so nonchalant.
I think dealing with death is difficult. And
Go right past me and go straight to Heather and gifts like, oh my God, Heather.
And I don't think that she was acting nonchalant. It's just one of those things where you don't want to poke the bear too much, and then all of a sudden she's busting out in tears on the floor, right? And I feel like when Lisa said, because she brought up the whole gift, like you gave Heather a gift, but Lisa did say that, you know, I've sent you flowers. Right when you told me, I was on the phone with you and I sent you flowers.
Texted you and Angie, and you chose to give Heather a gift. Last week, you and Heather met each other at your house. There are flowers on the way to your house.
So, I mean, I don't know how much you would want from your friend. And then I feel like I said, people react to grief differently. And it's hard to really gauge that, right? So it's like, I feel like in this situation, it's like Lisa just got to take this one, because it's like there's no win-win. Like you can't really beat Whitney down because of the whole situation. But Whitney's basically telling her, like, at the end of the day, I feel like you were just, you know, lack of self-awareness, this and the third. And I feel like Whitney was taking digs at Lisa. And I don't think in this moment it was kind of fair or warranted, because I do feel like Lisa did enough that a friend should do. And I feel like anything more, maybe you should have went to her like, hey, I need you now as a friend. And she did say that in the moment, right? But beforehand, you're trying to curtail her actions beforehand. And it's one of those things where it's like me, if I was dealing with grief, I wouldn't want to be around and try to bring everyone else's energy or mood down. If I know that something has happened in my life, I'm choosing to go out in public, which means I'm choosing to, you know, change my attitude about the situation, because you don't want to be a burden on someone else. That's just how I feel.
Lisa, okay, that's not how I tried to suck it up, but like, it hurt my feelings. Whitney, because I reached out to you. I'm so sorry about that.
And that's how I deal with grief. So I can't tell Whitney how to feel, right? But it was what it was. So we see Monica and Lisa talking, right? Monica basically tells Lisa, like, look, we got off on the wrong foot. When we first had the first lunch, you were so great. I thought we were going to have a great relationship. But I just feel like we just made a horrible turn. I'm just trying to, like, how can we get back on the right page?
ever wanted to go that low again? Because you're smarter than that.
And I respect you. You do a lot of things that I admire, like truly.
I really like you. I admire you. And I feel like while Monica's talking, doing all this, low key, I just feel like it's one of those things where it's just like, it's fake as hell, because you sit up here and you dog her out the whole season. You talk about her wealth, which, to be honest, you're like, oh, you're the 1%, and you over here flaunting your wealth. Girl, this is the name of the fucking show. Don't get mad at her because she did what she did what she wanted to do, progress her life, made the right connections, and became a self-made millionaire with Vita Tequila. And now it's over here, I admire you, I do all this. It's just like, so where was this at all beforehand? Right? So I don't know. It's just kind of weird that she changed her tune so quick to now being a Lisa fan. And Lisa's like,
Girl, keep apologizing. Come on, I love it. Yep.
I'm good at apologizing.
I'm being serious.
I know. This is the one time where I'm like, keep talking, Monica, keep talking. You're like this. You're like,
just like Lisa, girl, a narcissist. I'm not gonna say she's a narcissist, but girl, she's like, yeah, oh my God,
You're apologizing to me? Yeah. This is the first time she's like, this is one of the only times I'll tell Monica, keep talking.
I'm like, girl, stroking her ego. You know, at the end of the episode, we see, you know, Whitney and Lisa, they get into it, and, you know, Lisa basically storms out.
we're not putting that back on. I'm selfish. I'm all about myself.
She's crying because I feel like she's frustrated, because it's one of those things like, what do? You can't really go in on her and tell her, like, you know, go back and forth with her, because she just lost a friend. So obviously she's coming from a place of hurt. So she just breaks down. She tells them to take a mic off. Her husband's like, what's going on? And she's like, look, Whitney just went off on me. I'm gotta leave. I'm out of here. So she storms out, right? And like I tell you, it's teasing a lot. Because in the beginning of the episode, Heather was talking about how Monica gives her, you know, Monica gives her Jen, right?
As much as I don't want it to, it kind of reminds me of Jen.
And like I said before in my earlier reviews, birds of a feather flock together. Monica is a great addition, but you cannot tell me that Monica was around Jen for so long and they don't have the same ideology or don't have some of the same traits. And I feel like Heather did hit on an important topic, that maybe Monica is more like Jen than they realize. But with Heather, it's like, how can you sit up here and fix your face about someone else being like Jen when you're basically doing the same thing to Lisa that you did to Jen? You were Jen's shadow and you let Jen get away with everything, and now you're doing the same thing to Lisa. You acting like a follower instead of someone that leads the pack. As Lisa Vanderpump said, throw me to the wolves, I'll return leading the pack. Throw her to the wolves, she'll return either ate up or one of the wolves. Like, no ma'am. So I just feel like with Heather is the type of person where she needs someone, a friend, she needs a buddy to move on instead of just moving on her own. And I just feel like this is weak. But that's just my opinion. But y'all, let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Keep LG Black Butte. Bet you didn't know we the Holy Trinity. Now let a God stop a y'all and break your ear here. Step into the room and get up in the bed. It's too sweet, that's cause I'm good. It tastes all cause I'm better than the hood. Cause I get you hyper when I'm running all around, cause I excite ya. Let me talk real quick. You can't even get with the shit. You wanna go toe to toe with my flow? This Hurricane all I really ask you for. Now I got to go.